what's up guys? Today we are going to be doing this table. What we're going to do is we're going to sand it and then we're going to paint it. Right now we have started it. This is what the table looks like. This is just the tabletop.
Here's a quick tutorial of how to replace the sandpaper for your sander. So you want to take out the clips for the old one and unclip it from the new one. Put the clamp down and put the new one in once it's pre-cut. So I just took the old sandpaper out and about to cut in the new one. Line it up, give it a little bit of excess for the clip, the top clip. That's opposite of where the excess sand dust or the sawdust that's going to come out of the little bag there that's attached to the sander. And then once it's pre-cut, as you can see, you line it up there. On the very top, just a little bit, like ½ an inch. And then from the sides, line it up flush perfectly. Then take your razor blade and cut it out from one side, line it up to the other, up to the point. If you need a ruler, go ahead and use a ruler to cut a straight edge, that way it never fails. Then you got your pre-cut piece for your sandpaper. Then what I usually do, this is my method, I clip it on the top one first. Then I fold it over so that way the sandpaper is flat, and I flush it all the way to the very end. Hold it down with my 2 index fingers, and then I clip both sides all the way to the end where there's a locking mechanism for the clips. And there you go. And then that's how it clips in place. Then I need airflow. The sandpaper needs airflow to collect all the sawdust as much as possible. So there's a pre-cut molding, and what you use is you line it up. It has borders on it, then you clip it. Then you press down with pressure all the way down to the floor and make sure you got all the holes in there. Then you take out the molding, and there you have all your perfect holes for your airflow to go through. And that's how you prep your sandpaper and your sander all together.
And now we are going to start sanding our table. So you want to start in one corner and make your way to the other end of the table in small circular sections. Once your table is all sanded and all of the certain areas are flat, then you're going to start doing the legs. You want to make sure that all the legs and all the parts that you're going to be using for the table are smooth. It doesn't matter if they have patches or how they look, because you're going to paint them. We're going to be using these rollers that we have in hand. To put the roller together, you're going to want to push it in and then make sure that it's all the way in. If you are not strong enough, you can hit it against the table. We're going to mix the paint, pour the paint into the tray. Once it's mixed, you're going to grab the roller and you're going to roll it onto the tray to make sure that you don't have any excess paint. Now you're ready to start painting. Start at one corner and make your way to the other corner of the table, making sure that you don't go over the same side a lot more than once, because the paint will come off with the roller. So make sure you do one side at a time. Then once it's dried, you go over it again. We used 3 coats for this project. Now it's time to assemble. Everything was dried, so what we're going to do is we're gonna see where the legs go. Once we have the legs measured, everything from the borders is at the same distance, we're gonna go ahead and place them, and from the bottom we're going to drill up. Now you're gonna want to measure because we don't have see-through vision. So once you measure it, you're gonna make the holes with the drill bit, and then you're gonna drill up. So now we're looking, and don't worry about that in the middle, that's not going to matter. What we're going to do is we're going to do the farmhouse effect. So for this effect, we are going to be using gray. And what we did is we took a little bit of blue paint, a little bit of gray and white, and we mixed it together. How dark it is, it all depends on you. you're gonna take a brush and you're gonna start stroking it however you want, where you want more, where you want less, it doesn't matter. All you do is you grab the brush, a dry brush, you don't want a lot of paint on it. With a little bit of paint, you start putting it wherever you want, you distribute it however you want, all over your table. And then you let that dry. If you're doing the effect right, the paint should dry almost immediately, because again, the paintbrush is barely gonna have paint on it. And here you have the final product. Like we say, we used a little bit of blue and a little bit of gray. We mixed them together and we went to town with it. You can have it as much as you want. You can have as little as you want. We decided not to do the legs in this effect. The legs are white and the top has the farmhouse look. Now let us know if you want any more of these tutorials. There's one more coming up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us on Instagram. We love you guys. Thank you so much for following I Love You Latte, and we will see you in our next video. God bless.